Broski, yummy. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G. I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Out of the end zone, it's Ty Johnson. Oh, and there's a big hit right away. He is knocked down hard on the opening kickoff. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Alert! What's that?
They'll keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Alert! That's it.
From the gun, it's Allen. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Bills first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incomplete.
It almost seemed to me before the snap, Mike, that the quarterback was expecting man coverage, and then after the snap, the defense fell into zone, and it just completely mixed them up. You can see he's staring down his receiver, and frankly, I think he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Look out!
Allen, going to give it to Cook. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Middle. Alert! Alert!
On 3rd down, it's Allen. Throw is caught by Cooper on the right side.
Here we go.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Half.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. On fourth down, the Bills send out the veteran Sam Martin to punt. Good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. First and 10.
Right.
Hopkins sent in motion. Mahomes going to start this one with a first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
Stop.
On the handoff, this is Cook. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
Tight.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. On third down, it's Josh Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. From the 2 now, here's second and goal. One more time with Cook. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
Half 85. Regular.
On third and goal, here's Allen. And he's in.
first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. And he missed it. It is no good. And this is going to remain a 6-point margin. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Set to go now on first and 10.
Fight on these two.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Pacheco. And some good running there. That's a first down.
Yeah, we're good.
To the 43. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And pick up 3 or maybe 4. Big Ed Oliver there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Yellow. Color.
A handoff to Pacheco. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down following a pickup of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A run, it's Pula. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
Attack!
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I continue in just a moment. Hopkins sent in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. That's taken in by the running back, Piron.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable at pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Yellow.
Second down and 8.
At 57. Far side.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That is caught down the field. It's worthy.
Low.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside
15.
the 20.
Far side.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. In trouble. Down he goes.
We're good.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Far side.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Off 52. Get down.
Allen. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but they continue to get that matchup. His quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
56.
This time they stay on the ground. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. Here's Sam Martin now. He's on for the 2nd time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this 2nd half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Right side.
On first down, it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
43. 43. Right side.
Mahomes on first down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. But fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
All right. Right side.
Here's Mahomes. That one is complete to Hartman.
Rolling,
They'll
rolling.
get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Attack, attack. Right side.
Mahomes now to throw again. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's taken down
We're
inside
good.
the opponent's 35.
Hey, Ripley, Ripley. Right side.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. This one is caught by Hollywood Brown. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Right side.
Off he goes.
That's a good effort here by the quarterback. He does the wise thing. He picks up all he can, all while protecting himself. He hightails it out of bounds. Positive gain. Second down.
Second and 7.
Yellow. Easy. Right side.
Throwing now. Mahomes. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And he will get into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City.
We used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's first and 10.
Look out.
On the ground, it's Cook with the start this drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6.
Gun. What's that?
Once again, it's Cook. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down.
What's that?
On 3rd and 1, it's Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chenal.
Yellow.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts.
Yellow. What's that?
1st and 10 for Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Crazy. He's still on his feet. And he will score. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice. But it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. Come up here, 1st and 10.
Middle. What's that?
Allen going to give this to Davis. And that one shut down pretty quickly.
Let's go.
He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Five wide. Look out.
On 2nd down, Allen.
He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
Hey, tight. Look out.
Throwing is Allen. That one's complete. It's Ray Davis.
That's just one of those drives that was a matter of from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards.
Rolling.
It's second down.
15.
Now, Mahomes. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down.
Yellow. Ayang needs to.
To throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
This Brian out past the 20. Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw. And to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd.
Middle. Half. What's that?
Allen working from the pistol. And taken in by Shakir. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
It seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Alert!
They'll motion over Samuel. A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yards. On 2nd and long. Now Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment.
Alert!
They come to the line for this one. 3rd down, needing 3. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
That's taken in, and they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
His receiver on the impact, he's got it. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It's pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking back to them.
Now, a big third down. They'll motion over Samuel.
What's that?
On third down, and that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton.
All right, Mike, foul this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Yellow. Hey, 57, 57. Strike.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38.
Yeah, we're good, we're good, we're good. Here goes 15. 15. Where's it?
Here we go. One final play. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched the shutout in the second half. No points allowed. And they cruise to victory.
It's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white jerk. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with a in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you, I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me. If I was to ever take a lead, it would be aspirin to break your feet. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at her feet? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like
Abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
I'm about to reach in my back, bruh.
like
Abracadabra.
and for my last trick.
Just like that, and I'm back, bruh.
Now back in the days of oat me, right around the time I became ate some as a way of coping. Take the case of turned me into smiley face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will be an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy.
I have zero doubts that this whole world's bound to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship bureau's out.
Shut me down. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, it's just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but I'm some white. I step up to that mic, cock it then. Oh my God, attention, not again.
Abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
I'm about to reach in my back, bruh.
mission to the thin air as I'm leaving like...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Alert, alert, alert! What's that?
They start the drive with Cook. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now 2nd and 3.
What's that?
Here's Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Look out!
Now Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Pass, 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 pass.
to the air. Allen.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Mahomes going to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
To the right side and intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's Davis to run again on 2nd.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs. He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, tight.
Back to the ground, Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
We're scoreless after 1. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Regular. 56.
Shakir hauls it in. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Five wide. What's that?
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. The 1st carry now. This is Johnson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal.
From the left hash, this from 39.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their 1st turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 43. Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Hey, 57, 57. Hey, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15. Hey, Sunday.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He'll get this out to his running back, Perine. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Samaje Perine from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Attack!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy.
Yeah, we're good.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Hey, go going.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Second and 10.
Alert!
Throwing now is Allen. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the 1st half.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will fit an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy. Plus I have zero doubts that this whole world's about to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship bureau's out. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, it's just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. Time to fight y'all get in. When you debate who the best, but I sound white. I step up to that mic, cock it then. Oh my God, it's a chicken out again. Abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bro. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bro. Break it down. Sometimes I wonder what the old me'd say. If what? If he could see the way it is today, he'd probably say that everything is gay. Like happy. What's my name? What's my name? So how many little kids still wanna act like me? I'm a bigger than cacti me, and that's why these words sting just like you were being attacked by bees in the coop, leaning back my seat. Open R. Kelly's favorite group, the black guy. In my Air Max 90s, white tees, walking parental advisory. My transgender cat Siamese identifies as black but acts Chinese. Like a hacky sack got treat the whole world cause I got it at my feet. How can I explain to you that even myself I'm a danger to? I hop on tracks like a kangaroo and say a few things that do to anger you. Dad, if I think that, I'ma say that. Cancel me, what? Okay, that's it. Go ahead, Paul, quit, snake. You male cross-dresser, fake. And I'll probably get for that, but you can all. In fact, them, Dre, Jimmy, me, you, my own kids, they're brass. They can off, them and you off. You too, Paul, got two biggest blue paws. What you thought you saw ain't what you saw. Cause you're never gonna see me caught sleeping. See the kidnapping, never did happen. Like Sherry Papini, Harry Houdini. I vanish into the thin air as I'm leaving like abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bro. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bro. If it's all on the line, what you gonna do for it?
Off to the races, innovative energy is contagious. Pick up the paces, one for the ages. Ain't no debating, we gonna make it. Ay, ay, back to the basics, dedicated, breaking out of the matrix. Levitated, flying higher than spaceships. Elevated, celebrated. Woo, woo. I got the power. Woo, woo. I got the power. Hey, hey, you ain't never seen it like this. You ain't never seen it like this. You ain't never seen it like this. Look at me go. Hey, we about to blow. Act like you know. Hey, we on a roll. Look at me go. Hey, bringing it home. We in the zone. Hey, 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 hey. Look at me go. Now you see me, now you don't. If you didn't know, now you know. No, perseverance, my cologne. You can see I got it on. Hold up, wait, stop. You can meet me at the top. I got the magic like a genie in a bottle, baby. I'ma give you what you want. Hold up, wait, stop. Sign my name on the dot, okay. Man, I'm coming in hot, okay. I gotta give it all I got. Yes, sir. I'm living the dream. I'ma make it for the team. I want the gold and the green. Greatest that you ever seen. Hey, hey, you ain't never seen it like this. You ain't never seen it like this. You ain't never seen it like this. Look at me go. Hey, we about to blow. Act like you know. Hey, we gonna.
It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Allen gonna throw to get things going. Open man, that's Amari Cooper. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. To the line now on 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He got all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game. First and 10 now from the 36.
Yellow.
Motion man is Rice.
Hey, Riblet, Riblet. Hey, 43. Where's it?
Throwing right away is Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce.
Hey, go, go. Attack, attack! Yellow!
A first down throw for Mahomes. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson. And the Bills are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Alert!
In motion, Shakir.
Attack!
Throwing now. Allen here on first down. They'll set up the screen to Cook. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Buffalo.
So after that turnover on the opening drive, the last thing you'd want to do here, Mike, is go back on the field and just go 3 and out. So they pick up a first down. They're able to extend this possession. It's going to go a long way towards just settling everybody in that offensive huddle down and letting the rest of this game unfold.
Look out!
To throw again, it's Allen. He's going to keep it carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. But this is taken in by a teammate. From the 32 now, it was 1st and 10. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts.
What's that?
On first down, it's Allen. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's going to air this one out looking for Cooper. And knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And will bring up 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jamari Connor. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, Mike. These receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
Yellow!
1st and 10.
Attack, attack! Hey, 57!
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Yellow!
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Here's 2nd and 9.
Wait!
They put Kelsey in motion.
Hey, 43, 15! What's that?
On 2nd down, Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Hey, Teller.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. And that is incomplete.
And his passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Buckner's kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touched back, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about a pro. They're on the...
Off 52.
Still keeping on the ground with Cook. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's third down. From the gun, Josh Allen. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And this is taken in by the defense. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
Mahomes on first down. Over the middle, that's Kelsey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Hey, 15.
Hopkins sent in motion.
Now
Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He'll push forward for about a yard. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Yellow.
To throw is Mahomes. Trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Third and 9.
Attack! 15. Mark it.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Left side into the hands of Hopkins.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On fourth down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This from 34 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. They'll return this from the 11. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
56, 56. That's it.
Allen working from the pistol. That's taken in. Keon Coleman. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll get this out to his running back. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Alert, alert, alert.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. Now Allen facing 3rd and long.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
On 4th down, on is Sam Martin to punt. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
15.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number one. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Hit as he throws and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball out to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
On third down, Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. So just a couple of field goals through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our score at the break. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's the coaches, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Yellow. 43.
They'll run it here. It's Samante Pira. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Yellow.
Motion man, set right. Mahomes now to throw on second down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. Rasul Douglas there to break that one up.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Look at it.
Third and short. Here's Patrick. Up the middle. He's got Kelsey.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
Yellow. Hey, Ribley, Ribley. Watch out.
Here's P-Rock. And just a short pickup there to about the 44.
Hey, we're good, we're good, we're good. Yellow, yellow. Easy, 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 easy.
Slot man in motion right.
Watch out.
Mahomes now on second down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Third down and 9. Hopkins sent in motion.
Right shot.
Off the play fake. Here's Mahomes. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Price. 17 yards. The game ends. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Yellow. Right shot.
Now the former Russian champ. It's Kareem Hunt. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Fifteen. Watch out.
Now it's P-Rock. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down.
Hey, 57, come.
Here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
On fourth down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This one from 54 yards out. Three for three in the game, as this one is also good. And the Chiefs will open up a 9-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for three, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Alert!
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Allen will throw. And this ball incomplete.
The biggest issue in why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
Yellow! Come back! Yellow! White side!
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Yellow! Hey, 57, 57! Yellow, yellow! White side!
Throwing now, Mahomes. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. A 19-yard pickup there. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He'll get rid of it and complete it. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Here we go, 15!
First down throw, Mahomes. Right back to Kelsey again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. That's over the middle and caught by Kelsey. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Yellow.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team,
43,
I think it's
15.
important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Yellow.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Yellow.
No touchdowns for either side. Maybe we'll get our first here. It's first and goal. Here's Pacheco to the 5-yard line.
Yellow.
Second and goal. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Yellow.
They put Kelsey in motion. They'll drop to throw. Try to set up a screen here with Pacheco. And they'll get about halfway there. It's a gain of 2, down to the 2. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. 70 seconds left to go in this game. Consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. He slams it in there, and he is in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. It felt like they needed a touchdown. Greg, in the worst way, after getting those early field goals to find the end zone. Big boost for this offense.
And it felt like they really needed it, as you said, Mike, to come away with 3 previous drives ending in field goals and not being able to cross it over the goal line for 6. It starts to wear on you as an offense. You start having a little doubt, saying, hey, can we finish any of these drives? Now they finally do. And we can expect this to kind of start to roll throughout the rest of this game.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. This is 1st and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion.
56, 56. What's that?
Now Allen on 1st down. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Alert! What's that?
Good. And his defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
Alert!
The tight end Kincaid in motion.
What's that?
On 3rd down, it's Allen. He's got the hook up there to Cooper. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That's in. Look up.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Alert, alert, alert. What's that?
Allen on 3rd down. That's into the hands of the fullback. And he's going to be out of bounds. 22 yards there. Good for a Bills 1st down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills will cut into that lead.
And And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The field goal unit out here for the Chiefs. This one from just under 50 yards. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for, likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. All the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. That defensive unit was the driving force in this victory.